So in our gospel for Epiphany, we get two reactions to the birth of Jesus Christ. So on one hand, we have the Magi. And after their diligent study of the stars, they see all the signs pointing to Jesus' birth. And they understand, at least in part, what this means, what Jesus' birth means for the world. And so they go and bring gifts to offer. We might even say that they go to offer their worship of the Christ child. And then on the other hand, we have the reaction of Herod the Great. Now, history chronicles Herod as a tyrant, and one with a very inflated sense of ego, to say the very, very least. Herod doesn't want to share ruling with anyone or anything. He certainly doesn't want to share it with God or the Christ child coming into the world. So Herod has in his mind that he'll use the Magi to help him with this. Now, fortunately, as we hear, the Magi go to their own countries by another road. But as we hear later in this chapter, after our reading, unfortunately, we know from that what it was that Herod intended to do. Because he goes into Bethlehem and systematically gets rid of every child 2 years and younger. Those are the ones that we celebrate on December 28th, the Holy Innocents. That's what Herod wanted to do everything in his power to get rid of the Christ child, to do everything to ensure his own control, his own rule over the people. The despotic tyrant. This is the one who cannot allow anyone else to rule, and certainly not God. The tyrant in his heart rejects all others, the authority of all others but himself. And the tyrant will do anything in his power to keep a hold of that power, even if it means destroying all others. The wise, on the other hand, look for that which is beyond themselves. They see the signs that God has placed in the world for them to follow. And they go and they bow down and they worship the Lord. It's for us to choose what path we wish to take. Do we accept God, or do we do everything that we can to supplant the Lord? Do we do everything to supplant the Lord and accept only our own rule? One of these paths leads to life, not only for us, but for all. The other path leads to destruction for others, and ultimately for ourselves. As Christians, we're called to always follow the path that directly leads us to Christ Jesus. That path is the one illuminated by the star. That path is the one that when we follow causes us to wish to give of ourselves, to give gifts and honor, and to fall down in worship of the Lord.